Hi everyone, it's Maureen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thanks for joining me. Today I have a quick video of my 2-week, 2-page weekly spread. I wanted to show you how I design my pages for this week and next week. To get started, I'm going to use the Pool Party ink. First, I'm going to squeeze the lid and get some ink in the lid. And I'm going to use my water painter and get that nice and wet. And I'm going to create an underwater scene at the top of my page, just like I did with my last week page. So I am re-inking my water painter and painting along the top there. I'm going to get all of this nice and blue. I'm using Pool Party and I'm using my re-inkers so that I can get a little bit more ink there and make it the coloring a little bit darker. So you can see how I'm just going straight across, dabbing that ink right onto the top of the page, making it a little bit more blue than how it was before, just because I want to make sure it's nice and bold at the top. While I want it to be light, I also want it to have a bold look at the top. This page is going to come together very quickly. I'm going to paint this right side and then I'm going to paint the left side using the same strategy. For this page, I'm going to continue on, or for this setup, I'm going to continue on using the Sea Turtle stamp set. That's a stamp set from Stampin Up. It has these really cute sea turtles. There's the big sea turtle, and then there's a small sea turtle. And I'm going to ink those up soon and stamp them on the top. Once I finish this underwater scene here, or once I finish painting the blue at the top using my Pool Party, I'm going to let that dry a bit before stamping on top of it. This book, I'm using the extra thick paper, the Lustrum journal, and it's so great because you can watercolor right on top of it. It doesn't go through to the next page, and you can see I am putting layer upon layer of that ink right on top of the page, and it does curl a little bit once it's wet when I first get started, but once I let it dry and close the book and open it back up, it is nice and flat. It does not leave a negative lasting effect on the paper. So you can see me going up and around here. I am going to be creating a section for events on either side of the page. So I'm going to start on the right side, and I am drawing this really long rectangular shape. My boxes here, I believe, are 5 by 9. And so they're 5 by 9 so that I can have each section for each day of the week. You can see that I am not drawing a box at the top yet because I'm still waiting for that ink to dry. But I'm going to create a section for each day of the week, and the bottom section will be I will have room for every single day. So I'm making 7 sections, and I will have a section for each day. So what I'm going to do here is I'll be using this area for my events. So different things that are particular to a day will get added to this section of the book, or this section of my spread. So now I'm going back and adding the top part because my page has started to dry. Another fun thing about using these re-inkers is that it does dry pretty quickly. So I am able to get busy with what I want to create for my layout and then be able to go back and add my stamping. So right now I am making little shading, little slashes, and I'm going to write the days of the week in these spaces. And you can see I'm alternating the boxes just to give it more color, to make it look more interesting. So I'm using Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, and Bermuda Bay Stampin' Up ink, Stampin' Right markers to create that little section. Now I am writing tasks on the left, and I'm going to write tasks again on the right. And the left side is going to be for my personal tasks that I need to complete for this week and next week. And the right side will say work. And the reason I am just writing personal on one side and work on the other side is because I am just going to use these spaces for 2 weeks. So this is a 2-week, 2-page weekly spread, and it's all going to fit and it helps me to get everything that I need right on these 2 pages. So if I write down a task for the first week, if I don't get to it, I don't have to move it over. I can still see it and think about working on it for the next week. And on the personal section, I'll be writing things that are particular to home. And on the work side, obviously, I'll be writing things that have to do with work. So as a reading specialist in an elementary school, I often have things that I need to complete that are not really day specific. So I can add that to the work side. And then the same thing for home. Some things are not day specific. But if it is day specific, then I will write it on the events side. So for instance, for this particular week, what do I have coming up this week? Actually, I can't think of anything for this week. I do have like a stamp meeting on Monday. We do a stamp Zoom. So I would write that in the Monday section. For the next week, I am going to be getting together with friends. So I would put that on the next week for that particular day. But it just helps me to see what I need to get done on a particular day and then see which things need to get done throughout the week. Once that's all set up, I'm going to add in the dates for the days of the week. So I'm adding all of those dates using my Zig pen. And now I'm going to get ready to stamp. So I'm stamping these bubbles, and I like to stamp it full strength and then stamp off because that gives it a different layering, so I can have some bubbles that are darker and some that are lighter. So you can see I didn't re-ink here, and I'm just going to stamp down again and stamp again and see how it comes out. And I can see that some places are lighter and then some places will be darker. There we go. It just gives it a variation to the top and makes it look more like an underwater scene. And I love this stamp set. It has so many great images that you can add to create a card. I made lots of cards using this stamp set, so I'm going to post those on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will see them there. Maureen's Bujo Life, I will have it there. And then I also have a Stampin' Up Facebook page. And if you follow me there, I'll link all of that below. You can see the cards that I make using this stamp set. So you can see I have the small turtles on the right side, and I am going to stamp the mother turtle on the left side. So I have them following her into the water, even though, yes, I do realize they don't all go to the water together. The mother leaves them and they go to the water on their own. But I like the way it looks with the mother with her babies. So that's why I have the mother turtle on the far left, and then I have her cute little baby turtles following her. And this page is coming together. I only have a few more images that I'm going to add. I'm going to add 2 more baby turtles, one there, and then one at the top here. And I am going to add a little bit of seaweed or some underwater plant life. I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green for that after I add a little bit of fish here. I'm doing it there, and I think one more spot over here, and maybe one more, and over here. Okay, now I'm going to get that Granny Apple Green ink, and I am going to stamp some of that seaweed or underwater plant life. If it's not seaweed, I'm really not sure what it is, but it goes under the water and it looks like this. So I am stamping and then stamping again sometimes so that I have some darker green and some lighter green. I'm using that Granny Apple Green ink there. This page is coming together. I am just about done. I want to thank you for joining me. Please share this video with a friend, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and also click the bell icon to get notified when I post a video so that you don't miss anything. I'm trying to be more consistent with creating videos, so if you want to see what I'm posting, make sure you do subscribe and click that bell icon. And here I'm adding a few starfish at the bottom. I think I'm going to use the smaller one and add a few more, and this page is coming together. So thanks again for joining me. I hope this page gives you some ideas. If you don't have these stamps, you can see the link below to purchase them, or you can draw your own. Have fun. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.